Hi, everybody. I'm Bryan Mudd, a fan of South Plains politics. Here's your talking points for this week. Several scary months for a lot of immigrants, but finally some light at the end of the tunnel for DACA recipients. And keeping COVID away from state lawmakers in Austin. Would less transparency mean more power for influencers you didn't elect?
From the studios of KAMC Television in Lubbock, your local election headquarters. This is Talking Points with Bryan Mudd.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Also this week, use it or lose it. Cities and counties across Texas and across the country have until the end of the month to at least submit a plan for how they'll use all that's left of that state and federal coronavirus relief money, or they'll have to forfeit that money. It's actually surprising, considering how many people and businesses have struggled, how many Texas cities and counties still have cash to spend. The city of Lubbock has written all of its checks, though. They receive millions of dollars to help people pay their rent, mortgage, utilities. They have reimbursement money coming to pay them back for buying protective equipment and paying law enforcement and a lot more. KAMC's Matthew Stell breaks down all that money.
When Congress passed the $2 trillion CARES Act back in March, over $300 billion of that went to state and local governments that had to spend it by the end of the year. So what did Lubbock do with all those dollars?
The city of Lubbock received an allocation of just a little over $14.1 million.
City Manager Jared Atkinson says the money got split a few different ways. First off, Congress told cities to use 20% of their CARE dollars to help people directly. So for Lubbock, that was an untouchable block of $2.8 million.
Making funds available for child care assistance, utility assistance, rent and mortgage assistance, and then what we called the micro grant program, which again was a direct small grant to people who were directly negatively affected.
Atkinson says the city felt like that just wasn't enough to help folks, so they went ahead and added $400,000 extra dollars.
The city council then, on top of that, approved allowing us to spend basically out of our reserves, out of our savings account. That is the money in the total of just under $3.2 million.
That money was directly paid to the city. The remaining $10.9 million, which went to more protective equipment, police and fire department expenses, and public health education, will have to be reimbursed.
We've received collectively about $7.8 million of that back, so it's our reimbursement. And there's a little over $6.3 million then that are outstanding.
And Atkinson says the money's all gone, but wishes that Lubbock may have gotten a few more dollars, especially when compared to a city like Austin, who got over 3 times more than Lubbock did.
City of Lubbock's allocation was based on $55 per capita. So you multiply the population, 55, and you come up with the 14.1. Certainly, I don't think the need here is any less. It was just what we were able to get. We're thankful we got it.
Matthew Stell, KAMC News.
All right, Matthew, thank you so much. Always good to have a chance to talk to Lubbock County Judge Curtis Parrish. Judge, the city has spent all of its COVID relief money, and they're waiting on reimbursement for some other money that they've gone through because of this. Are there any county dollars left for folks to spend who might need it out there?
No, we've already allocated all the money that has been assigned to us by the state. If you remember, right, when the state was allocating the CARES Act money, they were doing it based on the population. Now, although Lubbock County's got 310,000 people, it was based on how many people lived in the unincorporated areas of Lubbock County, and that doesn't count the city of Lubbock or even the city of Shallowater and Wolforth and New Deal. And all of these incorporated areas had received their own allocation from the state. So we did not, here in Lubbock County, for the Commissioner's Court and myself, we did not receive that much money. Now, we had a lot of expenses out at our detention center at the jail.
Right.
And how we dealt with COVID out there, our juvenile justice center. So a large portion of the money that we received in CARES Act went to supplement what Lubbock County citizens were losing in overtime, in extra time, out at the detention center, out at the Juvenile Justice Center, and some of our other governmental operations.
Well, and as we talk, Washington lawmakers are still fighting over the possibility of more COVID relief there. Are you to the point where you would be losing money from the law enforcement and jail side of things if we don't get anything extra from the federal government / state going forward?
Well, obviously, this is costing us a lot of money. when you're talking about quarantining and doing all those extra special things. I do want to back up just a little bit. All of the money was not spent on that.
Right.
What we were able to do also at Lubbock County is we were able to provide assistance to our area schools. So all the school districts within Lubbock County, we were able to help them out in some technology issues, making sure that their students that live in the rural areas had laptops and Wi-Fi and those type of things. So we were able to really make sure that we spent this money judiciously and that we spent it to help the citizens of Lubbock County.
As we roll into the Christmas holiday now, and the cases being what they've been here recently, have you had any thought of changing the restrictions on outdoor gatherings in the county? I believe you've kept those the same since the summer, right?
Yes. In fact, we've kept them the same because the governor has kept them the same.
Right.
We've not received any new executive orders from the governor. From the beginning, the county decided, and I decided, that we would follow the lead of the governor. In fact, I think it was the governor that decided that we would follow his lead. And so our orders in the county completely reflect what the governor's orders are. And so we're going to continue to do that. We'll continue to be the mirror of what the governor, and through the Texas Department of Emergency Management, through TDEM, we are in constant contact with them, making sure that we are abiding by the executive orders of the governor. Now, we've looked around the state and we've seen other county judges, for instance, in El Paso, that have gone above or gone beyond what the executive orders of the governor are, and the courts have slapped them around pretty hard. So it's very clear that as a county judge, my job is to follow the executive orders that come out of Austin, and we're going to make sure that we do.
And without a lot of success there in El Paso, I'd add to that too. We haven't talked here since before the governor's visit where you found out that you had tested positive. Can you tell me what the COVID experience was like for you and your family?
Well, we were blessed. Brenda and I were blessed that our symptoms were mild, maybe even slightly moderate for a couple of days. But the symptoms did not hit us as hard as many of our other friends and neighbors here in Lubbock County, so we were blessed. We did isolate, and this was, of course, over Thanksgiving, which Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays of the year, and it's a time where we've had as many as 30, 40 people in our house for Thanksgiving. We were not able to do that this year. But I'm also very mindful that many of my friends, our folks at church, our neighbors, our other community folks, were not as blessed as we were.
You know, and with all that in mind, what's your thoughts now on the state's distribution plan for treatment drugs and, of course, the vaccine that's starting to roll this way?
Well, this is going to be very important. This vaccine first is going to target those who protect us. It's going to target our nurses, our first responders. These are the ones that we really need to make sure that are COVID-free. They're the ones that take care of us. And if we've looked at the hospitalization rate, which we see that on a daily basis, the hospitalization rate rising and hovering above that 15% cap that the governor has set. And that is mostly because we've had many of our healthcare workers have been out. Either they've had COVID themselves or they're being quarantined because they've had a close contact with someone with COVID. And so as a medical community, and that's what we are here in Lubbock, we are a medical community. It's very important that we protect those in our medical community. Our nurses, our doctors, our EMS workers, our frontline folks that work in the hospitals. We've got to make sure that they are protected. This vaccine will be going to them first.
It sure will. All right, we'll continue our talk with Judge Parrish in a moment. Also, the Lubbock City Council said no, but you will get a chance to vote on the sanctuary city for the unborn.